Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode with Gager here on the Eternals SMP. Yes, that's right. I'm not wearing leather armor. And you might be wondering why. Why aren't you wearing your leather armor? Well, I got a little courageous and decided to go into the nether, and I died. I got a little reckless and yeah, I died. So went in there with some gold pants, and so all I've got left of my leather outfit is my leather pants. So yep, they lasted me so long, and I fell into lava, and yep, I lost all my goodies. So luckily I had to repair my good tools. I had to repair all my good tools, and I didn't really go to anything good anyway. But I did have to make a new sword to kick buttus. And yeah, I was in a new Fortuna pickaxe, a new fortune pickaxe. But yeah, sad days for me. Really slowed me down. But hey, we're here, and I think we're gonna start upgrading. So I think once I get the inn and the castle built, I'm gonna start working on a villager trading hall, so that way I can just, you know, have some good stuff always at hand, all of the good enchants and everything. And I'm gonna need to go sleep soon. So let me just sleep for this episode. Today, all we're going to be doing, since I just want to get this video out to you guys, is we're going to be working on the inn. And this little spot right here, I believe it should be big enough for us to get a little sniffer habitat together. So I'm just gonna, you know, do a little area like what we've got back there behind us, with a little container area, and yeah, just make a little sniffer habitat. And I'm gonna use mud, and I feel like that's a mechanic that people haven't really been utilizing. So once I get to that point in the video, I'll probably explain it a little more. But the big part of the video is definitely going to be the end, so I'm just going to kind of get to that right away. But yeah, it's going to go right here. Yep, big inn. It's going to go pretty much on this whole plateau area, right where these chimkins are. And yeah, big roof, lots of stone, lots of things, and lots of beds on the inside. But that's literally all. There's just lots of beds on. Why are there so many beds? I set up a lot of like spots for there to be rooms on the inside, but I haven't actually designed a full interior yet. It's kind of like the tavern. Once I get all of these big buildings and stuff done, I might actually do some interiors. Yeah, I'm not a big interior guy. I just want to make things look pretty on the outside. That's why I do these little tiny builds, because it's beautiful, right? Okay, anyway, yeah, I think we might as well just jump right into the time lapse for this end. Dude, I'm trying to start a time lapse, and I was literally just going to get my stuff, and I just watched you spawn right there. Rory, what are you doing? Okay. You drive a hard bargain, because I am in need of cyan dye, so you stay right here. No, Rory, you stay right there. I'll be right back. I don't even know where my emeralds are. You want me to be honest with you? Gosh, I don't even know. It just went over. Perfect. 3. It gets me 9 dye. I think that might be enough. All right, let's hope Rory's there. Rory. Oh, thank goodness he's still here. All right. Yep. Hey. Let's see. Yes. I need your leads. You guys didn't see that. That's not how I've been collecting all my leads. Okay, but now we're really starting this time lapse. Roll it. All right, so it's the next day in real life, and yeah, that time lapse actually took me a lot longer than I had intended it to, which is totally okay. But goodness, yeah, that was a lot of work. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I'm gonna dump these in. So let me go, and I just made myself a hanging sign because we got to start naming all of our buildings. So I still need a name for the tavern. So if you guys could please help me out with the name for the tavern. We've got our hanging sign there. And yeah, we need a name for... Why can't we put... There we go. The inn. Don't have a name for it yet. So here is the inn. And as you can see, I did some little path decorating, but this is the inn. I feel like this looks pretty medieval. There's a big village inn, but we're gonna have a lot of guests. This is gonna be the first kind of this is kind of the gateway into the city, and this is gonna be where a lot of people stay. Obviously, we've got the Eternals estate plots just right there, so whatever they have visitors, if they don't have room for them at their places, this is where, you know, all of their guests will be able to stay. And all the people that come and visit the tavern will be able to just have a short walk just right over to here. And let's have a quick look inside. We have a little greeting area. We'll have a big kind of restaurant-ish area for any of the people that come over from the tavern. Have a little bit of a kitchen area. This is all just kind of I just kind of laid out some areas pretty much. Maybe I'll contract somebody else to do an interior for me since I love these so much. And yeah, so we've got some rooms laid out. I got a little mini room. It's kind of like a little Harry Potter room, and then some extra rooms, another kind of big room under the stairs here, and then this is one of the suites up here. So it's got one big window, and then I'm gonna end up putting a beam here is what I'm thinking. So I'll get some more stripped spruce logs. Probably should have just brought those ones up that I had in my inventory. It's got a big old bay window where you can look out upon all the farming area. You can see the gates from here. Got a real nice view of the mountains, and then you got a big window here. Yeah, just a pretty neat spot. And then we can go over here. This is obviously got a big waiting area. All of these these walls will be built up, and then you can see there's a whole bunch of waiting areas here for the big suite. And this one's got a big walkout area where you can see everybody approaching, and yeah, big walkout area where you can see the castle, the tavern, the whole village, the farming area, and big bed, little kind of coffee breakfast nook area, big table, another area where you'll be able to see the castle, more of the mountains, the whole city, and still need to put some more floor in here, and then a little loft area where I think I'm gonna put another bed up here. There's gonna be like a maybe mom and dad are sleeping in the room down there, and then a little kiddo will be able to be up here. And then here's another like a loft walkout patio where you get more mountain views, and then real good views of the whole village and all the farming area, the castle or the village walls and everything else. And then we have the big window out here where we get views of the big castle and the tree farm. So yeah, I think overall this whole medieval inn actually turned out pretty awesome. I'm just like super stoked with it, if you couldn't tell. And yeah, and then it's got this little stables right out here where all of the people who are staying there can, park their horses. And then we've got a little area here where I might cover it. I haven't really decided yet, but this is kind of where they can probably like park their wagons. Obviously the horses are going to go in there. They can park their wagons here. Maybe I'll actually make a spot over here. I'm just thinking on the fly, but make a spot over here where they can actually put their wagons. That might be a good idea. That'd be a good idea, Gage. Write that down. And yeah, and I actually should show you guys the back, because the front looks pretty cool, but the back I actually expanded out for that like main suite. And the back I think actually turned out pretty dang cool. Like this whole area, it's like it like juts out at like several different points. So like the beams, they kind of go up, and then that just kind of hangs out there. Yeah, I felt like that turned out pretty cool. But anyway, what we're going to be working on next, I'm just going to show you guys what I was talking about at the beginning of the video for our little sniffer area. So I'm just going to grab these. And then our sniffer blocks, because we don't got to worry about those hatching anytime soon. And we're going to go right up here, because I think this is a big enough spot. And I'm actually just going to break all of this away and build it on this level. So this is going to be like a little sniffer habitat for us. So from what I've seen in videos, is sniffers need a 6x6 area to do their thing. And they will remember 20 blocks. So in order to get a torch flower, you need basically at least 20 blocks for them to continue to get torch flowers. But mud is actually a block that can be harvested to get their torch flowers. So a sniffer will dig into the ground and get a torch flower or a pitcher pod. And yeah, but the cool thing about a block of mud is it's not a full block. So if we put a hopper underneath it, and this is a mechanic that people haven't been like fully utilizing, and I'm going to start using it in like all of my farms and stuff. So let's just put that there. And then if I just throw this onto there, see how it just disappeared? And it's in there. So I'm going to start using this in all of my farms, because I hate using minecarts, and I got to go sleep real quick. I hate using minecarts because they always get stuck, they collide, they run into each other. You go away from an area, they don't despawn, but then they just quit running. And yeah, they're just a pain. And you don't got to worry about iron, because iron farms are so easy to build. And we've got auto crafters now, so making wood is easy. And obviously we're the wood guy on the server, so having chests is not a problem for us. So I just think it's kind of like a no-brainer to just use as many hoppers as we can possibly find. So I'm going to start out by making a little 6x6, or maybe we'll go 7x7, give our give our sniffers plenty of room. So let's count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I just counted that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodness. 1, 2, 6, and a 7. Perfect. Cool. So this is going to be where our sniffer farm is actually going to be. So now all we're going to do is just build down one underneath it. And then pop out right there. And then I think I had some barrels. I thought I had some barrels. Am I blind? Nope, I just don't. I put my barrels back on my horse. And I will grab trapdoors. Don't got trapdoors in there. Do have some in here though. Yep. We might actually go one more further out because we're gonna need to build pretty big walls, I think. Make sure that we don't lose anything. We're gonna put those. And what I was meaning by the walls was just that we're basically gonna have to build up some pretty high walls so that way when the pitchers start, or when the sniffers start throwing stuff all around, they're not throwing the seeds out of the farm, because that would obviously be a problem. Then we would, any of the gains we're actually going to get out of this farm, we'd lose them pretty dang quick. So all we're going to do is just do this. Pretty simple farm. Just a whole lot of hoppers. And that's pretty much our sniffer farm. And since I'm not too worried about it getting done in a timely fashion, I brought some moss blocks, but they're going to take forever. And I'm not too worried about it because I just am going to get this built off camera. But they're going to take like 40 minutes or 20 minutes or something to hatch, and I just want to get this built before they actually get roaming around. And yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys once they are actually hatched and hanging out in this area. And yeah, that's pretty much how my sniffer farm is going to work. So I'll just come in here and get my stuff, and then they'll get a roam around in this little area, and we may end up expanding it in the future, maybe building a second one. But that's pretty much the extent of it. So once we throw that into there, as you can see, it just disappeared, and then it should appear in one of these. And voila, that's the magic of mud. So once I start building my castle and stuff, I will be building a bamboo farm and a sugarcane farm that utilizes those mechanics and utilizes this mud and some hoppers. And rather than using water streams and a couple of other things, you just use mud and some hoppers underneath, and it just makes your life so much easier. You don't have to use mine carts and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, highly advise you guys start using some stuff like that. Yeah, because I'm a new Minecrafter, so I'm not used to using mine carts, and I haven't been using it since, whenever mine carts came out, like everybody else has been. So I'm a new guy. I hate them. Don't like them. Hoppers are the way to go. Hoppers and mud. Hoppers and mud. Hoppers and mud. I'll catch you guys in like 20 minutes once these guys are all grown up, or 40 minutes. I don't remember the mechanics. I'm a new guy, remember? So just gonna cover all of this back up. Leave that torch in there in case I ever feel like I need to check on it again. Huh, interesting. I'll tell you what, if you guys know anything more about... So, sniffers need a 6x6 area, and one of the YouTube videos I watched said a 10x10 is all you needed, or pretty much like unlimited. So does... I'm trying to figure it out. I made it 7x7. I even did it bigger. I'll just expand this kind of like off camera between episodes. Yes, hello, Sniffer. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to wrap up today's video though, because I'd like to get this out to you by today, Friday, because this is the end of my off week between jobs. So next week I'm gonna be starting a new job, hoping that I have some time with my new job to still get a whole lot of videos out to you guys. But we will see how that actually works. Definitely gonna still make time for sure, but it's just gonna be, you know, a little bit of a process transitioning and everything. But yeah, I gotta go sleep real quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We built the inn last episode, we built the tavern, and all in all this week we built the inn, the tavern, the farm manor, and these 2 windmills, as well as our little sniffer habitat. And by next week I'm hoping to have the castle built, and it's going to cover this entire little plateau stack area. And yeah, I am like super stoked for that, because this whole village area has come together so quickly, especially with knocking out all of these builds in such a short time. And yeah, oh, and we built the mud farm too. I completely forgot. That was literally just done in an intro of one of the videos. I'm a maniac. I don't even, this whole week has gone by so quick. I honestly took some time in between episodes and just kind of went and did some golfing IRL. And yeah, you guys can call me an old man if you want, but I like golfing and it's fun. And it's probably because I'm Scottish. I like some other Scottish kind of things. You can kind of read between the lines on that if you'd like. Also, I just noticed this. Look at how those roof lines go together with the chapel and the inn. Wow, I am an expert builder. Wow, and it even kind of like goes with this too. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that was clearly all planned. Perfectly planned and executed by myself. Anyway, I need to get this video out to you guys, so I need to wrap it up, get to editing, put everything together, get it posted, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, comment what you'd like to see, and I still need names for the tavern and the inn, so leave those in the comments. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, because it's going to be a big one. This build was probably our biggest build so far, but it's got nothing on the castle. Next episode's going to include our castle, episode 10, and yeah, so stay tuned for that one. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and catch you guys later. Bye.